The little composer of the forest. Deep in the forest lived a tiny nightingale named Lear. Every morning, as the first rays of sunlight filtered through the leaves, Lear would sing his most beautiful songs. However, the other creatures in the forest hardly paid attention to his cheerful voice. The rabbits would quickly hop away. The squirrels were busy with their walnuts, and the owl continued its deep slumber. This situation saddened the little nightingale deeply. "Why don't my songs make anyone happy?" he wondered, feeling great disappointment. One morning, his sorrow grew so much that he flew to the calmest place in the forest, the cool lakeside. There, he perched on a rock and quietly began to observe his surroundings. He saw the fish in the lake playing, and the water rippling gently. Just then, he heard an enchanting melody from afar. This melody didn't sound like the wind's howl or the rustle of leaves. Curious, he flew toward the sound, across the lake to the other shore. In a small clearing under the shade of a tree, he saw a young child sitting and playing the flute. The child's tune seemed to harmonize with all the sounds of the forest. Lear, feeling a little shy, landed nearby and listened quietly until the child finished his song. Then, gathering his courage, he asked, "How can you play such beautiful melodies? When I sing, no one listens to me." The musician child smiled warmly at the nightingale. "A melody isn't just about notes," he said. "It also carries the emotions from your heart. Let your song be not just for you, but for everyone who listens. Observe the forest well, little friend. Listen to the whispers of the trees, the song of the water, the joy of the animals. When you understand their stories, your songs will become much more beautiful and captivating." Lear pondered the musician child's words. The next day, he began to explore the forest much more carefully. First, he soared through the lush, dense leaves to the high hills. Here, the wind sang a very different song, strong, deep, and whistling. Lear spread his wings and let the wind carry him as he listened to its song. Then, he descended to the whispering meadows, bathed in the golden hue of the sunset. The crickets in the grass provided a tiny buzz, rhythmically accompanying him. He watched the little rabbits digging in the soil, and the squirrels scurrying busily to gather walnuts. After a while, he approached an old owl dozing on a branch of a grand oak tree. He listened to the owl's deep and soft breathing. Everything he saw and heard became a new note, a new melody in his heart. One day, a light mist settled over the forest. Lear lost his way and couldn't see clearly for a while. This frightened him a bit. But then, he remembered the musician child's words. He listened to the silence within the mist. He followed the sound of a distant stream and, by tracing the stream, found his way back to familiar paths. This little adventure taught him that nature was always a guide. Now he was ready to sing. One evening, he perched on the highest branch of the largest oak tree in the forest. He took a deep breath and poured all the emotions in his heart, all the sounds he had learned, into his song. His song carried the howl of the wind, the babble of the water, and the buzz of the crickets. His song held the joy of the squirrels and the wisdom of the owl. All the creatures in the forest stopped in their tracks upon hearing this unique and enchanting melody. The rabbits pricked up their ears, the squirrels forgot their walnuts, and the old owl opened his eyes and smiled. They all gathered around the oak tree. Lear's song was no longer just a song. It had become a shared melody of the entire forest. From that day on, Nightingale Lear sang his songs from the same branch every evening. There was no more disappointment, only heartfelt happiness and music. The joy of the forest never faded, because every song sung with love opened the door to new friendships and beautiful days. The little nightingale, proud of finding and nurturing his talent, secured a very special place in everyone's heart.